August, and Kelly is so good she put August up here to tell me how to say August. She took the E off of the August so that I wouldn't say Augusti. He's an inspirational speaker from Comcast Talent and Development. J.D. August works as a talent development sales professional with Comcast Corporate. He facilitates sales, customer service, and leadership training for the company's frontline employees, supervisors, and managers. He was born on the island of Haiti and moved to Fort Lauderdale, Florida at the age of 3. J.D. graduated from Piper High School in Sunrise, Florida in 2002 and worked as a sales professional for 14 years. An aspiring inspirational speaker and entrepreneur, in 2012, J.D. August established EPIC Entertainment, LLC, which means Limited Liability Corporation. I have to practice law every now and then. Where he is founder and CEO, an entertainment company focused on creating high-quality productions that concentrate on youth empowerment through arts. J.D. attends New Life Assembly in Lehigh Acres, where he serves as the youth leader and is the proud father of 3-year-old Josiah Malik August, whom he and I probably made that a mess, whom he considers to be his greatest accomplishment in life. Please help me in welcoming our keynote speaker.
First of all, I'd like to say good morning to the staff, special guests, the family members, and of course the graduates of 2016. Sounds really good, doesn't it? You made a decision to finish what you started. You were graduates. Others may have quit, but you persevered. You are graduates. See, I'm not sure what you had to overcome for you to be here today, but we know that you had to work for it. For that reason, we are proud to call you graduates. Can we give another round of applause for our graduates? My name is J.D. August, and before I was any of those things that was expressed in my introduction, I was just a kid from the other side of Alligator Alley. I grew up in Broward County with my mom, my dad, 2 brothers, 2 sisters, and no money. I remember my brothers and I used to just love going to school for breakfast in the morning because they had the name brand cereal. You know, at home we had the imitations. Some of you may know what I'm talking about, the cereal that came in a big plastic bag, and it looked like the original, but it really wasn't. So at school we ate Fruit Loops, but at home we ate Fruit Rings. At school they had Cocoa Puffs, and at home we had Cocoa Crunchies. I even remember sometimes coming home and all the lights would be off and there would just be candles lit all over the house. And I thought my dad was trying to set the mood for my mom or something. You know, turn off the lights and light a candle. Turns out FPL turned off the lights. And I really didn't like that because that meant there was no TV and we had to take a really cold shower in the morning. I've come a long way to be standing here before you today. And I know that some of you have experienced some of the same situations and challenges that I may have experienced, and even some other tougher experiences that I may not know anything about. I came up with my mom and my dad, but maybe you come from a one-parent home or came up with a grandparent. Nonetheless, we find ourselves today together in this same room at a very important moment in your life and in your journey through life. And I want to share some things with you, and I want you to internalize some of the things that I will share with you today, because just like Mr. Bauer said, time flies quicker than you anticipate. I can still think back to the day that I graduated high school 14 years ago. And if you fast forward 14 years into the future, to the year 2030, where you end up and what you end up being will be a direct result of how you see yourself. See, you can't wait for someone to tell you that you are valued. You have to see it first. In spite of someone's failure to see your value, and despite negative comments that someone may say about you, it's important that you understand that you are a gift. Yes, you are a gift. So to help you grab hold of this truth, I brought you a gift. Because I want you to understand why I say that you are a gift. And you will understand that once you see that you have the same elements that a gift has. First things first, let's consider the card. See, very far too often the greeting card is overlooked because we're so in a rush to get to the gift. But the card has value. Because the card tells you where the gift is from and where the gift is to. From me to you. Why does that matter? It matters because that means that the card gives the gift its destination. Every gift has a destination. And just like this gift, you also came with a greeting card. From me to who? Who will be empowered by your gift and by your story? Who will benefit from your talents? Whose pain do you feel? You have a from and a to, just like this greeting card. Produced from a man and a woman and to arrive at a specific destination. Now, I don't know what your from story is. Maybe it's from a fatherless home. Maybe it's from a broken family. Maybe it's from poverty. Or maybe it's from foster care. See, although my from wasn't always pretty, I wouldn't change it for the world because it taught me how to survive. And it taught me how to be grateful. No matter how hard you try, you cannot change your from. But you can control your to. Have you decided what destination you want written on your greeting card? Because your destination will direct you. It works just like a GPS system. If you get in a car and you start driving without putting the destination, it cannot give you direction. If you get lost, it will not recalculate and it will not reroute you. What are you destined to do? And where are you destined to go? You have to establish within yourself where you will go from here. While the greeting card is often overlooked, the next part of the gift is normally overemphasized. Gift wrapping. Gift wrapping is so beautiful and it helps to identify a particular gift. I mean, if you just look around the room, you will see how uniquely wrapped we all are. Not only do we have on different clothes, and you are the best dressed, but we also come in different sizes, different shapes, and different colors. The uniqueness of our wrapping in itself is a gift. This past Christmas, I watched as a friend's family played the white elephant game. How many of you are familiar with that? For those that aren't, the way that it works is that everyone brings a wrapped gift, they put it into a pile, you pull a number to see what order you're going to get a gift, and then at the end you open your gift to see what you got. Got it? The goal is to choose the best gift. But the fun part is that you really don't know anything about the gift that you are choosing. Your decision is solely based on the wrapping and the size of the package. After seeing the gift that everyone had chosen, I was reminded that it's not what's on the outside that counts, but what's on the inside. Can any of you, by simply looking at this gift, tell me if it is a good gift or a bad gift? Can you tell me how much it's worth? See, no one can answer those questions by just looking at it, which shows us that the true value of a gift cannot be judged by how it's wrapped on the outside. As you progress through life, you will be presented with many opportunities. And to make a good decision, you can't just look at how it's wrapped. Some jobs don't look pretty, but the skills that you will acquire are sometimes necessary for your future success. There are going to be some jobs that look very good, but as you look deeper, you might realize that it's not what it looks like. Learn to love yourself and appreciate your appearance. There's so much more to you, though. So don't get all wrapped up in the wrapping. Now, the moment that everyone loves is when the box is open and the gift is finally revealed. Everyone wants to know, what did you get? And is it good? What makes a gift a good gift? Think about it like this. What if I gave a woman a McDonald's Happy Meal and then turned around and gave a starving child a diamond ring? Which one do you think he would have valued more when his ribs can be seen through his skin because he hasn't eaten in days? See, the primary factor that makes a gift a good gift is the purpose that it serves. Did you realize that you also have purpose locked up on the inside of you? Purpose is defined as the reason for which something is created or exists. There are many people who go their entire lives without ever answering that question. What is your purpose? What reason were you created and now exist? Have you ever watched a child try to guess what's in a gift? Right before they open it, they put it through the ultimate gift test by picking it up. And what do they do with it? Shake it. See, discovering what your purpose is can sometimes become more difficult because life has a way of picking us up and shaking us. There are many of us in this room here today that have spent days in sorrow and nights full of tears that are hidden from the outside world, but they are evident by the puddles left on our pillows. When life shakes you, how will you respond? For some, maybe it was losing a job or becoming homeless. Others have experienced the death of a child, loss of a family member. We will all experience some sort of shaking, but how will you respond? Your response to adversity will determine the quality of your life. I sat down at lunch with a friend at work earlier this week who has cerebral palsy, an incurable disease that affects the part of the brain that controls muscle movements. He was dizzy from the new medication that he was given, and he was also in pain from a pump that's connected to his spine. In the midst of that conversation, in the midst of everything that he was going through, he took the time to encourage me that I would make through what I was going through. He told me to every day stand in front of a mirror and say to myself that you have something supernatural locked up on the inside of you. He said, do you think that all the great things that you have accomplished in your life to this point will just stop now? I was amazed. I asked him, how is it that you are so positive? His response, they say I wouldn't walk. They say I wouldn't drive. They say I wouldn't be able to work. He looked at me with conviction in his eyes. He said, not only do I walk, I have a car, I have a good job, and I have more than some people that have nothing wrong with them. Just like a gift, the purpose of the shaking is not to break the gift inside. The purpose of the shaking is to reveal what the gift is. I don't care how hard life shakes you. Don't you ever give up. You may have to make some adjustments, but never give up. You may have to recalculate your route, but never give up. Make a decision to give away instead of giving up. Pablo Picasso, the famous Italian painter, once said that the meaning of life is to find your gift. The purpose of life is to give it away. You want to know what the gift is? You want to know what purpose it serves? Choose to never give up, and one day you will see what's locked up on the inside. Thank you.